Okay, welcome, welcome. Well, for those of us who took the trade yesterday on British pound Japanese yen, who can tell that because of this tiny nipple week, very tiny, we were disrupted. Okay, but as you can see, price is playing out beautifully. Though I did not want to take another buys because if it had broken this high, there's potential that it could have rallied. You understand? When price goes against your initial bias, it's not good to just jump in taking the opposite direction. Yesterday, if I had jumped in taking the opposite direction, I would have been wrong. But I stood and stayed on my bias, which is taking the sales. Okay, but I didn't take any trade yesterday on GJ again. I waited only for gold. So for today, what I'm looking at is sell on the break of this structure, stop loss above. Then around here, which is this base, I'll be looking at managing some position, but the overall target is here. You understand? So let's see how it goes. I'm already in this trade. Let me see how it performs. I'm anticipating it to drop further. Okay. This is for British pound Japanese yen. Let us look at what gold gave us yesterday. So after this snip me on GJ, I was observing gold and I noticed that gold was playing out beautifully, very beautifully. So what did I do? Um, this on my second account, this was the sales that was taken. But this is different from my primary account right now. So this was just the sale that was taken. Then something that occurs most times on during news is that when news performs, when price, the market structure is influenced by news. On the break of the structure, that particular news could be what? That particular news, if for instance price opened here, went up, whatever influenced the rally of the price would be done what? You get an equal V formation, which is whatever influenced the rally would be what? Rejected again. What I'm trying to say is this: whatever influenced this rally was rejected during the New York Stock Exchange open. So I did not take the sales before the open of the New York Stock Exchange. I waited for New York Stock Exchange open to take the sales to influence the what? The sellers. And that was exactly what happened. If it dropped down to the 5 minutes, I waited for the structure to be broken. But what I did was I entered here, which was quite aggressive. I entered on this 930 candle, quite aggressive. Stop loss was above. Okay. Then here, since I've already expended all my positions here, the ones that were remaining were the ones I entered here. And price played beautifully. I think somewhere around this zone, I started securing or covering my shorts, like closing some of the positions because price could react, which exactly it did. It wasn't dropping as aggressive as it were. Then eventually it came to my what? TP. But by then I had closed 98 or a large portion percentage of my open position. So that is what I did on gold yesterday. What I'll be looking at for on gold today is quite straight to the point. I'll be looking to take sales below this gray zone here. So what I want is for price to break and close below to signal what potential sales, then I would drop it down at least this level, then whichever I will leave runner to keep running. Like I'll leave some a tiny position open so that it could keep dropping. So for gold, I'm looking for sales below here. Then potential buys could be above here. Though we could take counter trend buys to mirror this to the top, but safe buys would be above here. Very safe buys. The counter trend buys could be taken inside of it, but sweet sales would occur below here. So this is what I'm looking out for. Then for Bitcoin, Bitcoin is playing out perfectly. So perfect. It's still dipping. It has even dropped to the 1900 series. So without much shadow, what I'm looking at on Bitcoin is very simple. If you let's go to the 4 hours so we can get a clearer representation. On Bitcoin, what I'm looking at is this. I want if we can get a break below this level. As you can see, the price has been respecting this level severally. Whenever price comes, it does not close below it. In the same vein, all through this 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, even this fifth one, none of them close below. So if you can get a break and close below, a break and close below like this with top wick and bottom wick, it could signal what? Further bearish momentum, which could drop very hard. It may not be one long candle like this, but who knows? After all, look at this candle that jumped up. So this is just what I'm looking at the moment. Okay. Then first area of concern, second area, where the TP will be somewhere around these two levels. So this is what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Then for the buy side would occur above this level. So if price goes up like this, we take buys, stop loss here, perhaps to mirror this, something of this nature, to go to this level, something of this nature could be the buy side. So it's as easy as this. Why the sell side would be on the break of that low to signal for that drop. Okay, so this is what I have on British pound Japanese yen, gold, and last but not the least, Bitcoin. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscription button, afterwards the notification button, then comment and like. That's all for now. Peace.